My name is Sterling Lindsay, the Director of Dining Services here at Goodwin House, Alexandria. Today we're going to be talking about kitchen safety, and I will do my best to demonstrate the importance of why safety is important for us, but also how to do certain things within the kitchen and utilize the proper equipment and hand washing techniques that are very important to help us keep our food safe. So let us begin. The very first thing that I will be doing is actually washing my hands. Now, of course, there is a step and a process that we are doing, and it should take about 20 to 30 seconds to do this process. So as we said earlier, we're talking about kitchen safety, and one of the things that individuals would like to keep safe is our residents. So we have installed a lock which should support us from keeping residents out and keeping you in, and also keeping your food and everything that's involved safe. So let's look at this lock that we have here. Now this lock is pretty simple, and team, if you just engage the lock and put it down, you should have a locked door where the residents or anyone else can't get in or out unless you unlock the lock. And if you want to get out yourself, you just take the lock open and just calmly walk out. Pretty simple, but a mechanism that we have in place to almost ensure that we can keep all of our people and staff as safe as possible. Team, please be mindful. This lock should be locked when there's no attention or there's no one or the kitchen is very unattended. It's very, very, very important to keep our residents as well as ourselves safe. So please make sure the door is locked. Thank you. Now we're going to talk about proper storage of major equipment or things that we consider food items that we utilize to cook some certain foods. So we're going to take a walk to an area where we do have some of our items stored. Now, this area that we are walking to is considered a storage room area, and as you can see, it's full of all kinds of items. But one of the things that we want to do in an effort to keep our, again, residents safe and make sure that our equipment stays healthy and not being used for anything other than what we're using it for, we want to properly store it, or at least put it in the area where no one else could utilize it. So again, this is what we would like to have for our equipment that is not in use. We believe that it should be stored properly within our confines of our storage area. And we also have another small area where we're actually storing some equipment as well. Okay, please, 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 very, very, very important. Folks, we do have some additional storage space for other items, and I just want to make sure that you see that. And again, please make sure these items are stored away after each use or when the kitchen is very unattended. And here's this extra area that we do have for certain pieces of equipment. Okay? Thank you. We're back again talking kitchen safety, and I just want to talk a little bit about hot beverages. Mainly coffee, but we do tea and other things here, soup sometimes as well. The thing that I want to talk about today is ensuring that we are delivering coffee or any hot beverages to our residents at a safe temperature. The problem is that we have to brew coffee at a certain temperature in order that we get all the possible flavors. So we're going to ensure that we have a few policies or procedures in place to ensure that the coffee is delivered to our residents at a safe temperature. So what we would like to do is make sure that first is to temp the coffee to see how hot it is when it comes out of the coffee pot. This particular cup of coffee is now at about 155 degrees. We believe a safe temperature of serving will be around 135 degrees. So we can take two steps, or there's two possible ways that we can actually do that. One, we could leave the coffee out and let it get down to about 135 degrees, or we can add a few ice cubes in it, which may support that as well, depending on your resident. So once we add a couple of ice cubes, we take the temperature again, and we see what the temperature is, and it's still going down. It's about a 142, and it's still going down. So it's going to take a few more ice cubes, but
Mix it.
oh, we can mix it. It's going to taste so bad when we mix it. Oh gosh. So maybe there it is. So we're now at 135. Perfect. Perfect serving temperature for those residents who may have trouble handling hot beverages. With that being said, this is very, very important to keep us and keep everybody safe as possible. Now, just to reiterate, this action or this step is not to be taken for everyone. If there is a resident that actually needs this particular way of doing our coffee, the resident's name will probably be found on our diet extension list, which is located within our storage area back on one of the shelvings back here. So here it is in this area. You can find it.
Hi, my name is Austin Brown. I'm the sous chef of the Small House, and it was brought to my attention that there was some concerns with the cleanliness of the vinyl aprons that we use, specifically the neck piece. But last week we found out that we can wash them in the washing machine in the back, and if you put them on air dry in the dryer for 1 hour, they won't melt, nothing will happen to them, and they will come out clean. So that's one way you can do it, or you can wash them, or you can just hang it up in the back where we get them in the kitchen overnight. But in between washing them overnight, when we're using them on the day-to-day basis after one another, we should still continue to wipe them down with the hand wipes like we normally do.